Hello there, everyone. Let's see, today is Monday, June 26th. We're already past the solstice and we are on our way into summer. It is very hot. We seem to be having a really hot summer, but we're getting plenty of rain, so that part is doing well. Our fields are growing, our livestock are growing, everything is doing pretty good. You know, today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about happiness, a little bit about joy, a little bit about peace, a little bit about contentment, and most especially, I think, how to get these things, or at least some of the things that interfere with that. Now, let's see here. You know, I've had several comments before, people asking different questions about the afterlife, and that seems to be the most common topics, followed by, of course, medicines and what medicines are good for what ailments, and how to find the medicines, how to make the medicines. And actually, I made a video about making some medicine, and I can't seem to get it to upload. And I think I made it in 3 parts, and I can't seem to get them to upload all together. So I am going to have to ask someone who is a lot more tech savvy than I am. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about joy, happiness. One of the things I wanted to talk about was you know, joy is when you can actually get along with people. It's not just when things do not go wrong, but it is also during the other parts of life too. For example, you have a hard planting year, have a hard harvest. How do you go through that? You know, how do you deal with it? How do you interact with people while you're going through a hard time? When there is a joy inside you, when there is some happiness, some peace inside you, it doesn't really matter how difficult the outside life can be. It doesn't really matter to us, because we still seem to be able to handle these things well when we have that inner joy, that inner happiness. And one of the things that interferes with this inner happiness is we are discontent. We want more. We want something different. And this want, of course, interferes with happiness. It always has, it always will. It's the biggest thing that interferes with our happiness. Our desires to have more, our desires to have something we would call better. Let me tell you something. To Father, all of this is just experiences. To Father, He wants us to get along like we want our children to get along. He wants us to be happy with each other, to help each other through the hard times, and enjoy each other's company through the good times. This is what Father wants. This means there's going to be difficult times, and we need to be there for each other. And to do that, we have to make sure that we do not covet, that we do not want someone else's stuff, or want what they have, or want their kind of life, or we can't be jealous of them. You can't be jealous of anyone. You can't be covetous. You can't be envious. You can't begrudge somebody something. These things are a want. They are a want. And as soon as you want from someone, that desire goes out. It emanates out from you, and it goes right to them. And it emanates out in all directions. And it has a ripple effect, like throwing the pebble in the pond. It has a ripple effect, and it will affect others around you. That spirit that is around you is affected from your want. And that want will go out. If you begrudge somebody something, you know, maybe they had something that you wanted, or they won an award and you were unhappy about it, that begrudgment attaches to them. But don't think you're doing them harm. That begrudgment attaches you to them. And it attaches you to them, and you're bound. You can't progress. You can't do better. You can't improve. You think you can, and you fight against it, but that pride will be your downfall. It'll never work. It never has in the history of the world. I suppose if you think you're more special than the billions of people that ever lived, maybe you can give it a shot and see if you can get away with it. But even the holy people themselves tell us it doesn't work. What makes you think you know more than them? When you hold a grudge against somebody, maybe somebody did something bad to you. Maybe they did it, and maybe it wasn't your fault, like not at all. You know? And you go out and you get angry at them. And you're very angry and you hold that grudge against them. Maybe you think about it lots. Maybe you talk about it to people. Maybe even go up and punch them in the nose. But when you hold that against them, you bind yourself to that person or that group of people or whoever. You actually bind yourself to them. And you can't progress. You cannot progress. You're holding them. And you're holding on to that. You're trying to get them that they can't progress. But it's you. You got to forgive. You got to let go. You can't hold on to anything. Give that to them. Give that to them. The word forgive, it means to forgive before. As if you already forgave or already gave it to them. Let's say they stole something from you. I have a walking stick here. Let's say somebody comes and steals my walking stick. In my heart, I have to, as if I already gave it to them before they took it. That is why it's to forgive, right? F-O-R-E, forgive. That's why you do it ahead of time. I give them the walking stick before they ever took it. And just like giving a gift to anyone, if you give that gift, you would never hold a grudge. You'd be happy that they had the gift. And this is important. You have to let go. You cannot hold on to anything. If you hold on to it, you bind yourself to them and you can't progress, and it stops your joy. It stops your happiness. It stops that inner peace within yourself. I know this is a hard lesson for most people to learn. We live in the world and we don't want to have people taking advantage of us. And yet, here we are, also bound to the holy people who have gone before us, to our ancestors who have already crossed the veil, who come in ceremony and talk to us and teach us what things that we need to know and what things that will help us the most, not only in this world, but in the life to come. It is so important to release anything you're holding on to anybody. No matter the excuse, no matter the reason, it does not matter. Don't judge somebody. Don't hold a grudge. Never say something bad about someone. Never have bad thoughts in your mind. Think good thoughts toward other people. Feel good emotions toward other people, toward all people. This is one of the biggest blocks I see to people who are trying to advance spiritually and cannot. You really have to let go of everything. Try not to offend anyone, of course, but let go. And allow that Just ask. Allow that holiness to come into you. Allow that joy and that peace to come into you. Ask. Tell the Father, say, Creator, I have given up all these things. I give up all my begrudgments. I hold nothing against anyone. Anyone who has taken anything from me or said anything bad about me, I give it to them. You know, take these things from my heart and pour in thy Spirit instead. Talk to the Creator. Ask Him. He will grant unto you what you ask. You release that stuff from you and He will give you that blessing. That's a promise. He will give you that great blessing. And you will be filled with joy and peace and start feeling good emotions toward others. You start doing it. Feel good emotions toward others, even those who have harmed you. Wish them peace. Wish them happiness. The same, have good thoughts about them. There's always something good to find. Talk good things when you talk to people. You know, if they ask you what's your opinion of that guy over there, you know, tell him your opinion of something good about him. You know, find something. Tell him your opinion of something good about him. You know, and go out of your way to help people. Every day, even several times a day if you can, find ways to help people. Go out of your way to help people. You will be filled with joy. You will be filled with happiness. You will be filled with peace and contentment. You will be able to face the world without fear. You will have new friends because people will like you. You will have new joys in life. You will see things in a different way. All these things are very important. People often ask how a medicine man or a holy man can have all these experiences. And one thing I've noticed with all the holy men that I have met, they don't hold anything against anyone. They see the truth. Very rarely do they speak anything harsh. And they're always there to help. Their prayers are always to help. Their thoughts are always trying to help. They never begrudge anyone anything, even when they take from them. I mean, even when the people take from the holy men. And that is a very common occurrence. So, I hope this helps. I hope people will take this seriously and give it a try and actually see the result. You know, just from doing this, you are not promised worldly wealth or anything, status or glory or power or friends or anything. All you're promised is you will be able to progress. You will finally be free from those bounds, cords, those ropes that are holding you to somebody else. You're going to be free. And now you are free to be filled by the Spirit of the Holy Ones at all times. So, hope this helps everyone. Have a great day.